another video. And so obviously, I'm kind of hoping you guys see this because I'm trying something new with like a new editing thing. So, like, I hope you guys see this. It's obviously if you're watching it now, obviously you've seen it, and obviously I uploaded it to YouTube. But uh, so first, please, I want everyone to subscribe, like, comment, share the video to all your friends that are also interested in comics and manga and just other just nude stuff. But today, I'm gonna be doing something I haven't actually done in a while, and this is something I did like twice. And I was doing like a review of something, and so like I did one review of the first volume of Die Dark, and I did a band review. So I just wanted to do that again because obviously September I didn't really do a like comic or manga haul just because I had some other stuff I was doing. Uh, and then, but so it's like, like, and also I just want to post a little bit more too. So that, like, just let me know what you guys think of this idea of me doing reviews of different things, of like comics, manga, and even some more band reviews if I can learn how to edit. Right? But yeah. So today I want to review volume 4 of Something's Killing the Children, which so I know like I haven't done like a review video of the other 3 volumes of like the trade paperbacks. But like I have talked about them on my channel before, like doing like the comics and manga haul. I've been talking about them and like how I really like the trade paperbacks and like I like how the story is. But I never gone in depth with the with all these reviews. Like even then, I may not go super in depth just to keep it spoiler free. I mean, I'm probably gonna spoil a little bit. Like, not gonna lie. So, like, like if you don't want it spoiled, don't watch. But like, if you actually want to see how I feel about it, then stay along and like watch the video. So please, just watch the whole thing, please, because I definitely need that watch time. But yeah, so this issue or this volume covers 16 to 20. So issues 16 to 20 of the series, and that this one is more of like a flashback. Like the whole book was just like a flashback arc, I guess you could call it, like more of like a flashback to see how like Ulrich started, got his start, and like how she was found and how she joined this organization that hunts monsters. And I actually enjoyed it a lot because it gives a lot of depth. Like it gives a lot of insight to like to like see what actually happens inside, like, to get into the house and like become like one of the members. And so this is a little bit of a spoiler because this happens like in the beginning of this one. So this is a spoiler. So just in case you could skip ahead a little bit, but so like it starts off with like her parents and her best friend get killed by a monster, and that she decides to hide in the closet, but she fights it off a little bit, and but that's someone that came to kill the monster, and that's they saw her potential, and that so they took her in and decided to drive her to the house, and what some people didn't like because you have to pass a test, like there was a test you have to pass just to get into the house, and obviously you didn't do this test, so that some people weren't too happy about that, and like obviously the person who bought it in had to kind of deal with that a little bit. She got a little bit from Aaron, who comes back a little bit, but again, it's also a fastback, so obviously he's going to be there. But Aaron's there, and like like you kind of get a glimpse into seeing what happens to him sometimes. Like he gets bullied and stuff, and soon he kind of bullies Erica a little bit because of it, but Erica, gets him back, you know. And but so like when all that stuff is happening, that turns out she has to pass this test. And so the test is that typically you trap a monster in the heart, like in like a favorite toy of yours, and that's what they did in the beginning of the volume. Is that they trapped the monster in a favorite toy, which was an octopus, and so she had to pass this test where like if she passed, she could stay and become like part of the like starter family and like train for the next few years until she's a teenager. But she passes, and then obviously she's trying to figure out more. She has to get a tattoo to prove that she's in the family now, And as he's talking to the tattoo artist, like, so he finds out like there's actually multiple different parts of the family, and like different mask means different things. So like the black mask that she has means that she's like a lone wolf and like hunts by herself, and like she has to kill these monsters by herself. Uh, then there's the white mask, which means that they have to hunt in groups, or else they have to hunt in groups because if like they fight by themselves, they're not that useful by themselves, so they like have to form a pack. And then there was a silver mask, which that one they kind of do with like monsters that are almost like real wolves and all that, like like so like monsters with rules, pretty much. Like yeah, like vampires, wolves, like like stuff like that. There was a blue mask, which they back in the day they said like they like made weapons for the family, and they made fit like that they were blacksmiths who made weapons, but now obviously they don't need to make weapons anymore. So they do like a lot of like tech stuff, computer stuff, like behind the scenes stuff. And then there was a green one, which in this one they did bring up that there was only two. I think at the time, like two people that have green mask, and that's just people who that they are qualified to fight like dragons and stuff and more powerful monsters that no one else can handle. And so that's pretty much where it goes. Like it's just all about like who drawn in the family of Slaughter, and obviously like so she didn't have a last name. Now she does. It's Slaughter, and I actually thought it was really interesting because it definitely built the world and like built a character. Because obviously she's been like the main, like the most prominent character in the series, and so obviously I like how it built her character, and it came like it gave more detail to the world and stuff, and all this different stuff. And again, like I love like when they do that, like really build stuff up in the world. And I definitely can't wait for the next one. I actually might buy the individual volumes if I can, because I think right now it's like 26 or 27 like issues right now. So that the trade paperbacks are pretty much caught up. So I'm not sure how. Like I'm not sure when the fifth one's coming out. I imagine the next few months. Like it'll cover like 21 through 25 or something. And but I really enjoyed this one. I'd probably give this like an 8 out of 10, because like it wasn't the most action. I mean, like there were parts of action, but it was definitely a much slower part of the story. But like but for a good reason. Like it was slower for a good reasons, to kind of give you some more detail and build the world up and more character development stuff. So like I would really recommend the series. And again, like if you guys ever want me to do more reviews, I would do more, and I might just do some more just because that'll just give me a reason to post more. So definitely let me know like what series you want me to review, and I'll probably do it. So peace out, guys. I'll see you next time.